Hello students, this is the third part of the chapter India's Foreign Policy from your class 12th Political Science textbook, Politics in India since Independence. In the first two parts, we had studied about what is India's foreign policy. We had also studied about NAM and about Panchsheel. Now, we will study about the relations of India with various countries and what kind of policy did India adopt. One such country, a very immediate neighbor to India, is China. China, a developed country, a huge country, and a very close neighbor to India. So when India became independent, it started its relationship with China at a very friendly note. India was one of the countries to recognize the communist government. Some of Nehru's colleagues like Vallabhbhai Patel were worried about possible Chinese aggressions in the future. But Nehru always felt that this was not a possibility. This was not going to happen. After all, they had signed the Panchsheel also with China. India और China दोनों ने मिलके ही तो पंचशील बनाया था 29 अप्रैल 1954 को. So China क्यों इंडिया पे अटैक करेगी, ये नेहरू का मानना. जबकि कुछ लीडर्स थे जिन्हें लगता था कि जितना ज्यादा हम चाइना से पास जा रहे हैं, हो सकता है that China may become aggressive in the future. And what the other leaders felt came true in many ways. India's relationship with China started to change as years progressed. The first problem that came up was the China-Tibet conflict, which also led to the Dalai Lama issue. Then there were major territorial disputes between India and China, which resulted in the 1962 war. Inside, within the country itself, CPI got divided into two, CPI and CPIM, because of what had happened between India and China during the war of 1962. So let us take up these issues one by one. We will begin with the China-Tibet conflict, which started everything. Tibet is a region on the Tibetan Plateau in Asia, spanning about 2.4 million kilometers, nearly a quarter of Chinese territory. It is the traditional homeland of the Tibetan people as well as some other ethnic groups. Tibet and India have had a good relationship. Tibet is in the Himalayas, it is in the border of India. So India has always had a very nice and cordial relationship with the people of Tibet. You can see so many Tibetan markets, Tibetan places here in India. You must have visited many of them as well. And so India and Tibet had a good relationship with each other. And like I had said, India and China also had a good relationship with each other. And India always thought well for China. There was a slogan called Hindi Chini Bhai Bhai. The relationship between the both countries was very good. But then it started to get strained. And finally, China launched a swift and massive invasion over India, over Tibet. And it started proclaiming Tibet as its own country, a part of its country. So China annexed Tibet in 1950, 1951, around that time, and removed the historical buffer between the two countries because Tibet was in the Himalayas. So it was like in between China and India. So it was a buffer. कि अटैक करने से पहले टिबेट आ जाता है बीच में, तो अटैक नहीं हो पाएगा डायरेक्टली इंडिया पे. लेकिन अगर टिबेट को चाइना एनेक्स कर लेगा या चाइना खुद टिबेट के अंदर घुस जाएगा, टिबेट को अपना पार्ट मानने लगेगा, तो फिर वो इंडिया के बॉर्डर के बहुत पास आ गया. जो बफर था, जो रोक थी, जो रुकावट थी, वो हट गई. Initially, the government of India did not oppose this openly because as more information came in about the suppression of Tibetan culture, then the government of India started becoming a little uneasy. Okay. Tibet was invaded by 35,000 Chinese troops who systematically they raped, tortured, murdered an estimated 1.2 million Tibetans, almost 1/5 of the population. Monasteries were destroyed and lots of torture was done. Tibetans were imprisoned. And the Tibetans opposed all this. They did not want the Chinese government to overpower them. Now, when they did not have any other option, then they started entering into India. They started running away from Tibet, from their own country, and started asking for refuge and started harboring for help in India. That is when Dalai Lama and more than 150,000 Tibetan refugees, searched for harbor from India. They evoked an angry response from China because they started asking for refuge from India. The Dalai Lama crossed over to the Indian border and sought asylum at Dharamshala in Himachal Pradesh. The asylum was granted by the Indian government. The Chinese government obviously protested against this because they felt that India is helping Tibet. And China created the Tibetan Autonomous Region, which is an integral part of China. Tibetans opposed the Chinese claim and also opposed the policy of bringing into Tibet more and more Chinese settlers. So all this is opposed by the Tibetans. But the Chinese are still sending in settlers and they are claiming Tibet as their own. The dispute, China's claim that autonomy is granted to the region. They think that China wants to undermine the traditional religion and culture of Tibet. So over the last century, a large number of Tibetans have asked for refuge from India. And in India, particularly in Delhi, there are large settlements of Tibetans. You have seen the ITO and all these ways. There are Tibetan markets also. We see so many Tibetans around. We see those Tibetan flags, etc. So Tibetans in Delhi is not a new thing for us, right? And we have all gone to Dharamshala. We have seen Dharamshala. Dharamshala में पूरी monastery है जहाँ पे दलाई लामा जी रहते हैं. और वो पूरा एरिया ही टिबेटन मार्केट है, पूरा एरिया टिबेटन्स का ही है, वहां टिबेटन्स ही रहते हैं मोस्टली, बिकॉज दैट इज द प्लेस दैट वाज गिवन टू द टिबेटन्स एज एन asylum or as a place to live in when they ran away from the Chinese invasion in their own land. The Dalai Lama has also made Dharamshala his home. Interestingly, the Dalai Lama has also been awarded with the Nobel Peace Prize. खुद बेचारे इतने war और tension और violence के बीच में से भाग के आए हैं. But he is a preacher of peace, and he has preached peace to such an extent that he has been awarded with the Nobel Peace Prize. The next issue that has strained the relationships between India and Pakistan were India and China. I'm really sorry, is the border dispute or the major territorial disputes between India and China. So you can see this map shows you how this is India, this is Nepal, this is Tibet, which has been occupied by China. This is the Aksai Chin area, which is in Kashmir. And you can see this is the Arunachal Pradesh area, which is also in India. And this is Bhutan. So this is how China is close to the border. Okay, this is Nepal. So these areas, China is very close to our border. And these are the areas which are disputed. We'll see them more clearly in this map. So China annexed Tibet in 1950. You see, this was China and this was Tibet, this part. But China ने इसको अपने अंडर कर लिया, ये कंट्रोल कर लिया टिबेट को. ठीक है, इसीलिए लाइन ड्रॉ करी है दिखाने के लिए कि ये टिबेट है, लेकिन कलर सेम रखा है ये बताने के लिए कि चाइना के अंडर है. तो ये जो हिस्टोरिकल बफर था इंडिया और टिबेट के चाइना के बीच में, ये हट गया. अब यहाँ तक चाइना आ गई, यहाँ तक चाइना आ गया, ये सारा चाइना आ गया, ये पूरा चाइना आ गया. नहीं तो यहाँ पे टिबेट था, अब ये चाइना का हो गया. The government of India did not oppose it, a boundary dispute that surfaced between India and China. India claimed that the boundary was a matter settled in colonial time, but China said that any colonial decision did not apply. And so China has started asking for claiming this area also, controlled by India, claimed by China. This is Arunachal Pradesh, हमारी state है, लेकिन इस पे भी China अपना claim करता है. ये है McMahon line. This is the disputed border between India and China. Then there is the Aksai Chin region. This is the Aksai Chin region, which is controlled by China, although it is claimed by India. And this is a region which was in Pakistan. This was the Kashmiri POK, the Pakistan occupied Kashmir, which the Pakistan has given away to China, but it is claimed by India. So this is all the disputed territory of India between India and China. So China claimed two areas within Indian territory, the Aksai Chin area in the Ladakh region of Jammu and Kashmir, and much of the state of Arunachal Pradesh that was called NEFA, that is Northeastern Frontier Agency. Between 1957 and 1959, the Chinese occupied the Aksai Chin area and built a strategic road there. The Aksai Chin plateau is actually unpopulated. This has made it very possible for China to build a highway in Aksai Chin region. The name Aksai Chin means the desert of white stones. So in the past, some Ladakhi villagers used that area for summer grazing and made it part of the Kashmir wool trade, but otherwise there has been no commercial activity. So China is easily claiming it and entering it by making roads, etc. Now, because of that, China launched a swift and massive invasion in October 1962 on both the disputed regions, that is Aksai Chin and Nefa. Chinese forces captured some key areas in Arunachal Pradesh. While the Indian forces could block the Chinese advances on the western front in Ladakh, in the east, the Chinese managed to advance nearly to the entry point of Assam Plains. तो एक तरफ से तो रोक रहे थे, पर दूसरी तरफ से ये अंदर आते चले जा रहे थे. असम प्लेन्स तक ये अंदर चले आ गए, जो सेकेंड वेव ऑफ अटैक था. ठीक है, पहले अक्टूबर 1962 में हुआ, फिर जो नवंबर में हुआ, उसमें वो असम तक पहुंच गए. Finally, Chinese declared a unilateral ceasefire and its troops withdrew to where they were before the invasion began. तो invasion से पहले जिस एरिया में थे, जिस लाइन तक थे, वो वापस ट्रूप्स वहां तक चले गए और चाइना ने ceasefire declare कर दिया on 21st November 1962. But even today, a large part of this region is under Chinese occupation. So India keeps having small skirmishes with China, and we will study about it in the next video of the consequences of the 1962 war and how are the present relationships between India and China. This we will take up in the next video, and till then you see this video and understand the India-China relationships in the past, and you will come to know the effect of this relationship on the present. Thank you. Have a good day.